if you look at Fox on a daily basis, I mean, do you remember the 4 boxes that we had on all the TVs, right? Which is on my TV right now. So right now, just to give you a sense, so CNN, Pentagon, as many as 8,500 U.S. troops on heightened alert. Okay, true. Same on MSNBC. CNBC is doing their own thing about the market. And then on Fox is Jeanine Pirro talking about soft on crime consequences. I mean, what does that even mean?
Police are calling them flash mob thefts, when a group of thieves, sometimes in the dozens, surge into a store, grab items before fleeing in getaway cars.
A mother in South Philadelphia gunned down in the street. Police say her husband pulled the trigger, making her the city's 500th homicide victim in 2021. That number is up 13% from this same time last year.
The latest incident at a Nordstrom in California, the criminals there stealing $25,000 worth of designer goods.
The chaotic and increasingly dangerous crime sprees are now unfolding in more cities: San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Minneapolis.
For months now, we've been hearing about Chicago's worsening violence problem, and tonight we have the numbers to prove it.
The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office says it has registered more than 1,000 homicides for the first time in a quarter century.
4 people are dead and a 12-year-old boy is in critical condition after a shootout in Georgia. A gunman opened fire on police officers while they were helping another victim near a highway in Clayton County.
Breaking news to tell you about tonight. It's been a very violent night in D.C. 3 shooting investigations, 5 people shot.
We begin tonight with the officer shot while he was resting in his car between shifts.
2 Metro police officers shot and wounded this morning. Metro says those officers were investigating a murder from back in November, and that's when the firefight began early this morning.
The breaking news is out of Harlem. 2 NYPD officers were shot when they responded to a domestic dispute. One of them has died.
The new year is already off to a heartbreaking start for New York City's finest. 5 NYPD officers shot so far.
A D.C. police officer was rushed to the hospital after being shot tonight on Quincy Street in Northwest.
This weekend, police departments on edge after officers were shot in multiple cities. Houston police grieving one of their own after a traffic stop turned deadly. In D.C., police responded to a man acting suspiciously and he opened fire. 5 NYPD officers have been shot in just the first 3 weeks of this year. And in East Harlem, a 19-year-old Burger King employee was shot and killed. Just days ago, an 11-month-old girl was struck in the face by a stray bullet in the Bronx.
Police data shows carjackings are on the rise in many cities, up 55% in New York, 63% in Minneapolis, and a staggering 85% in Philadelphia.
2 St. Louis police officers were shot this afternoon while they were trying to arrest a homicide suspect.
Yo, I'm looking at this dude, small yo, this dude is, I can't believe I'm seeing this shit. My man just went Christmas shopping in January.
The breaking news out of Houston late today. 3 police officers shot and now hospitalized. The chaos erupting this afternoon. Surveillance showing the shootout unfolding in the middle of the street. Officers seen jumping from their vehicles, dodging gunfire and firing shots back.
This is a trend, unfortunately, that we've seen since the beginning of the year here in January, where we've had several police officers shot. One sheriff's deputy who just got out of the hospital early today.
We're already off to a violent start following last year's record year for homicides in Portland.
Jeff, we certainly are, and we actually just learned from police in the last couple of minutes that they've responded to 7 shootings in the past 24 hours.
A wounded cop leaves the hospital in a wheelchair, applauded by his brother officers. But the teenager accused of shooting him is already free.
On Fox is Jeanine Pirro talking about soft on crime consequences. I mean, what does that even mean, right? So there's an alternate universe on some coverage. What's scary about it is a lot of people watch that.